Welcome back to Transfer Talk. The rumour mill is well and truly heating up, so stay tuned for some massive stories that might just concern your club. Let's go. We start at Crystal Palace, who have been struggling to find a suitable replacement for the steady ship that was Roy Hodgson. Links with Frank Lampard, Nuno Espirito Santo and Eddie Howe have all come and gone, while up to 11 out of contract first team players still don't know whether they are wanted back at Selhurst Park next season. But the wait could almost be over, as according to The Guardian, the club have held positive talks with former Borussia Dortmund boss Lucien Favre. It would be quite the coup if they can sign up the 63-year-old. Despite being out of work since last December, many feel the Swiss manager was unlucky to lose his job at Dortmund, while he boasts the likes of Hertha Berlin, Nice and Borussia Mönchengladbach on his resume. Favre is a man in demand, with Everton also circling along with Turkish outfit Fenerbahce. His preference, however, is to work in the Premier League, and with the Mirror believing that Everton are edging towards Rafa Benitez, the path could be clear for Favre to join Palace. The Guardian article states that talks between the pair went well over the weekend, with the former Swiss international impressed at the plan laid out to him by Eagles chairman Steve Parish. Make no mistake, rebuilding Palace's squad and pushing them up the table is a monstrous task, which many have shied away from. But if they can land Favre soon, then the future could be bright at Selhurst Park after all. Now to a story which will leave Southampton fans quaking in their boots, as Football Insider claims their captain James Ward-Prowse is keen on a switch to Aston Villa. If true, this would rock the foundations of St Mary's, considering Ward-Prowse has only ever appeared for the Saints since joining their youth setup aged 8. And with Ryan Bertrand leaving on a free, plus Danny Ings refusing to extend his contract, this is the last thing Ralph Hasenhüttl wants to deal with. But in many ways, you can't blame the 26-year-old for being interested in Villa. Under Dean Smith, they are a side in the ascendancy, demonstrating their new power by splashing an initial £35 million on Norwich City's Emiliano Buendia. Football Insider claims Ward-Prowse is their next target, with Smith a huge admirer of the England international. But do the villains actually need a midfielder? Well, apparently so, with Douglas Luiz reportedly being courted by his former club Man City, while concerns are growing that Morgan Sanson, only signed last January from Marseille for £16 million, isn't up to scratch. And with 254 Premier League appearances to his name already, Ward-Prowse would have no problem getting stuck in at Villa Park. That said, getting Southampton to let him go will take some serious negotiation. Ward-Prowse still has 4 years left on a contract signed last year and holds a transfer marked value of £27 million. So any deal for the Portsmouth-born star will stretch Villa's budget to its very limits. But considering the ambition they have shown in recent seasons, don't bet against them putting their money where their mouth is once more. Villa fans, is Ward-Prowse the man you want? Let us know in the comments. Before we move on to our headline story, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to Football Daily and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. I promise you will not regret it. And why not leave us a like while you're at it? After spending over £220 million on new recruits last summer, it looks like Roman Abramovich is ready to open up the purse strings once more for Chelsea. Football Insider believes the Russian oligarch is willing to meet Aston Villa's £100 million valuation of England maverick Jack Grealish, a play that could see Chelsea go head-to-head with Man City for his signature. But it's Bayern Munich who should be most concerned with Abramovich's ambitions. The Blues are said to only be targeting top-tier signings this summer, and according to Sport Bild, they are ready to get serious about Robert Lewandowski. Reports out of Germany believe the legendary Polish forward has become a credible backup choice to Erling Haaland, should a move for the Borussia Dortmund star fail to materialise. Thomas Tuchel is said to be desperate to sign Lewandowski too, hoping the fact that his agent Penny Zahavi can exploit his close relationship with Abramovich to get the wheels in motion on this stunning deal. Levy has a contract until 2023 and is viewed as priceless by the Bavarian hierarchy. And after 294 goals and 329 appearances for the club, you can see why. However, Bild believes the former Lech Poznan striker might entertain a change, especially now that he is 32 and entering the twilight of his career. This also comes after reports that Bayern will make their own move for Erling Haaland next summer, should Lewandowski call time on his Bundesliga career. So another merry-go-round of world-class strikers could be on the cards, but who do you think will emerge from it stronger? Let us know. Next up, we simply couldn't ignore the rumours that Barcelona president Joan Laporta is dreaming up a scheme to unite Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi at the Camp Nou. That's the word from AS in Spain at least, who have been closely following Laporta's attempts to get the Blaugrana back on track. According to their reports, the 58-year-old has been busy figuring out ways to restructure the club's colossal £1 billion debt, while also making shrewd free signings and extending Messi's contract once and for all. Bringing Ronaldo to Catalonia has emerged as the surprise next step in the master plan, as in the words of AS, it would create a football utopia that would go down in history. This story is really as wild as it gets, as they have already signed 2 attackers in Sergio Aguero and Memphis Depay. It's well documented that CR7 would consider leaving Juventus, and despite their rivalry with Real Madrid, Barca do fit the profile of club that he would consider. And the Blaugrana also have stars the old lady may be interested in. AS believes Laporta will offer them 2 players for the Portuguese maestro, from a list including Antoine Griezmann, Sergio Roberto, Felipe Coutinho and various others. Their removal from the club's wage bill will also fit their logic for possibly being able to afford Ronaldo's salary, while combining the 36-year-old and Messi would push the club's commercial value to unprecedented levels. So, not entirely implausible, but can you see this actually happening? And would Lionel Messi want to share the limelight with Ronaldo at the Camp Nou? You know what to do. Everton are not the only side enjoying the rise of Netherlands right wing-back Denzel Dumfries. The Toffees had been close to his signature prior to the Euros, but after scoring twice in the group stages, there is suddenly a whole lot more interest in the PSV star. Dumfries' contract in Eindhoven reportedly includes a £13 million buyout clause, which the Toffees were happy to activate. But Dutch publication Voetbal International claims that newfound interest in the 25-year-old could set up a giant scrap for his signature. If that wasn't enough, Mino Raiola is the defender's agent, and no one knows how to leverage these situations better than the Italian. Bayern Munich, AC Milan and Inter Milan are the other sides who have entered the chase. Of the 3, Inter are expected to be Everton's toughest competition, especially if Achraf Hakimi seals a monster £60 million move to Paris Saint-Germain. The Italian champions can also offer Champions League football at the San Siro. The Toffees meanwhile are managerless and not involved in any European competition following a disappointing finish to the 2021 campaign. Continued success at the Euros will only see Raiola bump up the numbers on a deal for Dumfries. And with European giants lurking, Everton might struggle to keep pace. Farhad Moshiri and Marcel Brands may have to use all their powers of persuasion if they are serious about landing their man. Sergio Ramos is a wanted man following his emotional goodbye to Real Madrid last week after 16 years of service. PSG had been early favourites for his signature, but as reported yesterday on Euro Transfer Talk, it looks like they have turned their attention to his old Los Blancos teammate Rafael Varane. According to AS, Paris had been Ramos's preferred destination. But if Ligue 1 is out of the question, then he still has 2 juggernauts to choose from, and they both come from Manchester. Yes, Man United and Man City are keen to sign him up, and AS believes Ramos values one more than the other, a switch to Old Trafford. It turns out that history may matter in this situation, as the report goes on to claim the heritage and prestige of playing for the Red Devils is the winning factor for the 35-year-old. However, the wheels for Ramos joining United aren't in motion just yet. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has prioritised getting a deal for Jadon Sancho over the line, with the club creeping towards Borussia Dortmund's £86 million valuation for the English winger. And Ramos isn't United's only target in defence either, with the club continuing to track Villarreal's Pau Torres. The Manchester Evening News believes there is growing confidence an agreement can be reached for the 24-year-old in the coming months. But that aside, Ramos remains an incredible option. With 180 international caps under his belt, plus 4 Champions Leagues and 5 La Liga titles to his name, few defenders in history rank higher than the Spaniard. So this transfer could be a no-brainer depending on the kind of wage packet Ramos would demand, and getting one up on Manchester City will only make it sweeter for the Red Devils. Let's see what happens. So that's all we have time for on this week's Transfer Talk, but which of these moves can you see happening? Let us know in the comments below and we'll do our best to reply. If you want to stick around on Football Daily, why not click on screen right now and leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.